And welcome back, everyone, to Lantern Corps. Today's Lantern comes to us from Antonio Spidalo. I sometimes butcher your name, I'm sorry. Who asked the question, what Lantern Corps does Denji, aka the Chainsaw Man, belong in? And that's a tricky one, actually, because A, I don't follow Chainsaw Man. I know of Chainsaw Man, obviously, but I don't follow it. But B, when I look up Denji, he's got a very interesting emotional journey. He's described, he was not described as being very, because he's not being very bright, because he's kind of self-taught, lived on the street, but he's actually shown to be very compassionate towards people. A lot of what he used to just be able to do what he did for the motivation of like self-gratification, like, physical, sexual gratification, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But as later on down the road, he becomes kind of more, obsessed with the finer things, or just not finer things, but obsessed with greater levels of gratification, be it food or whatever. He's it's a very weird emotional spectrum he kind of falls under. So where do we start here? Well, I actually don't think he's a Green Lantern. While he does have great will, or decent enough, let me rephrase that. While he does have the ability to overcome great fear, his willpower, I don't think, really matches that of a Green Lantern. So I don't think will works. Plus, we'll also look at Denji as he is when he is the Chainsaw Man demon itself. I think there are times in the story he could have been a Lantern of Sorrow, a Gray Lantern, but I don't think he could. I don't think this is his main Lantern Corps. Certainly not a Gold Lantern. Lantern of Shame is an odd one. Because of just the nature of the ultraviolets, it's difficult to pinpoint exactly when they could qualify for being that lantern. Same with Sorrow. I'll say this: I don't think it's the ultimate lantern of the ultimate Lantern Corps for him. Certainly not a White Lantern. So let's get down to one of the ones I think he is in his normal just attire or day. I think he has slowly become, and I know the series has gone on. I don't know if it's still going at the moment, to be honest. I think it is. At least for a while, he did kind of become a Lantern of Avarice. Everything he did was for his own self-gratification. Yes, he still had a good heart for what it was worth. Like, he is described as actually being empathetic towards other people. But it's one of those things where, as time went on, he kind of lost a bit of his humanity. I think he did regain some of it. Like I said, I'm not very well versed on Chainsaw Man, but I think, at least for a time, avarice fit him, because there were ulterior motives to get what he wanted from, his actions. Now, I don't think he's really a Lantern of Rage. Even as a Chainsaw Man, I don't think he's a Lantern of Rage. But as the Chainsaw Man, he's certainly a Lantern of Fear. Like, other demons just fear the Chainsaw Man, and he's definitely a Lantern of Death. Like, the whole idea is I think he ate, certain Chainsaw Men, or not Chainsaw, certain demons in hell, and by eating a demon in hell, you kind of remove the concept of them. Like, I think he ate if I remember correctly, I think he ate the devils of, nuclear bombs and cancer or something like that. So these things actually don't exist in the world. That's weird. That is the weird thing about devils in Chainsaw Man, is that they are tied to a specific concept. And therefore, as long as the concept exists, so do they. But hypothetically, if you destroy that concept, it may disappear. I can't remember exactly if that's how it works. But point being, the stronger a fear of something is, the stronger the certain devil is. That's why things like the Night Devil and the devil that represents death are so powerful, and that's why the devil of control, spoilers, Makima, is so powerful. But still, there are irrational fears that exist all over the place. Like the devil of the future devil, the fear of the future, that exists too. And yet the Chainsaw Man, for some reason, is more powerful than all of these. The Chainsaw Devil, for whatever reason, is so powerful. So, yeah, Death would fit him as the Chainsaw Man, I think, to a T. And I think that personally actually fits him the best, because he's died multiple times, too. He can just kind of come back given the right circumstance. However, I think Denji's best Lantern Corps for him is love. he everything he does is out of some variation of love. He desires sexual gratification. Well, that makes sense. I mean, that's tied to love. He wants to, have as many women as possible. But beyond that, his devotion to Makima and his love for her is ultimately, again, spoilers, what does her in. Because she makes contracts with so many people, she can't die under normal circumstances. She can't die when people are trying to kill her out of aggression. But Denji kills her out of love and consumes her out of love. So it's one of those things where it bypassed her contracts. I weirdly enough think Denji, as we get to him later on in the series, is a lantern of love. It's a weird love, it's a warped love, but I think that fits the most personally. Ultimately, though, that's my thoughts. Again, I don't follow Chainsaw Man, so let me know if you think any of the four I just suggested work the best, or if you think one of the other Lantern Corps works even better. Let me know. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.